is being very, very um, frustrating right now. Although we did have uh, Tripper come back and win that last match. We did have Chimp. He was in there. Chimp, walk us through that last little bit of what
Uh,
happened.
ba- Basically, at the end of the game, Tripper had a pretty commanding board. I mean, it's hard to get rid of Malagos when your hex misses. I think if Carrie would have targeted the Carrie targets the Malagos with the lightning bolt first, and it goes off on the spellbinder that way, then he's able to hex and probably win from that position. It was a little bit of a struggle there. They both fought for the board at the end of the game there. Tripper was able to draw into another Cabal's tomb and eventually get what he needed to win the game. Um, but no, it was pretty good there. It was pretty tough ending. Carey fought hard, but he wasn't able to just get the cards he needed to clear his board. And Tripper was able to draw into two of the mirror images, just letting himself get protected. So,
Right.
um,
So
and,
that's
shout out to Carey. He goes ahead and tells us how much he appreciated us letting him play in the tournament. No problem, man. We're glad to have you, and we'll let you know when we do the next one for sure.
for sure. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Gary. And coming up here in just a moment, we're going to have Human versus Mind Sculptor. So yeah, that's coming up. So let's see if we can get those
So
guys in. And
I'm working on. I'm gonna just go ahead and. Did you?
I'm sorry.
But no, the games were good. No,
Very good. And I've really enjoyed watching this play so far. Um, Tripper does go to the finals, and
that puts Tripper against either Mind Sculptor or Human,
exactly. So
and so I just messaged Human now. We're gonna get these guys together. We're gonna get this match started in just a second. Mind Sculptor's on. Message him asking if he's ready.
hopefully this is going out to you guys. Um, once again, I apologize for that. My computer is being very ill right now, and that's going to be taken care of this weekend. Got all the parts ordered that I need to fix it, so it's very frustrating. You don't even have a clue.
Have you been able to contact Human? Get a hold of him?
Human was just in the stream a few moments ago.
Okay.
Um, let's see if we can get him here in just a second.
All right, we're just waiting on response here, but those last games, man. Again, I'll walk you through a little bit more of them. It just came down to basically, you know, Carry not being able to deal with the board like Tripper was. I mean, double flame strike is pretty rough, and he just wasn't able to come back from that. So he ended up in a position where he was able to take advantage of it. So it looks like we've got
Human is
Human.
online.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the go ahead now, guys, and we should be in this game. Just a second out. Um, Again, this is going to be a good semifinals. I think Mind Sculptor has some good lists, some fun lists that he brought. So we're talking some pretty good matches here. Humans played well too, though. Human was a very patient player when he was playing against Sawwall. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. Okay. Just a second.
And let's see. Excuse me.
Give us just one more moment, guys. We're going ahead and getting these guys together. But no, these matches have been good, man. Been good so far. And no King
Very
Crush
good.
yet. But there's still an opportunity for
There's
King
still
Crush.
an opportunity.
What if King Crush wins the finals?
If King Crush wins the finals, I will be ecstatic. I will go crazy.
Oh man, we've been some good Hearthstone play though. So
There has
it's
been some
been.
very good Hearthstone played, and I'm really excited for to see how the finals end up turning out. So,
I am too. We're gonna get these semifinals on the way. These guys should be queuing up any second now.
guys, if you're watching now and you haven't already done that, go ahead and subscribe to the page here. Um,
Like us on Facebook.
like us on Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter. Exactly, you took the words right out of my mouth.
uh,
And just make sure that you subscribe. That way, the next time we do go live and we do post videos, you'll be able to see those. So we're gonna go ahead and
Looks like it's starting.
it is starting. We're gonna spotlight human on my side. You got Mind Sculptor on yours.
I'm following Mind Sculptor over here. I'm gonna go ahead and watch how this breaks down. Looks like he's leading again with the Nazoth Paladin. His pally that got him his first win. Probably my favorite deck list. I'm very excited to see this play. But I think Hunter has a really good matchup against it, so we're gonna see Human maybe get off to an aggressive start here. Maybe get a um, he doesn't have the explosive hand that he wants though to put the pressure on the pally, and Paladin is pretty good at dealing with some minions one by one and in large doses with your wild pyromancer equality combo. So we just see a hero power pass from Mind Sculptor.
What's
We
that
do see a
1/1?
bow pickup, but he's just gonna go ahead and Animal Companion here. I think that's the right call, and he gets a Huffer. A pretty good little start there. He's gonna be able to get really aggressive with this. Now he falls to a consecration, coined out, but he doesn't have it. So I think we may see a coin out True Silver Champion here just to take down that 4/2.
It's a very good possibility.
He's just gonna go ahead and all door Peacekeeper that thing down. I'm trying to save some damage. He could have opted to Wild Pyromancer there, but that's a little bit risky. It's definitely one of the plays that maybe gets you burnt in the long run when you need the Wild Pyromancer, like against this Stranglethorn Tiger up here that we're gonna see played. Stranglethorn is a tough card for any deck to deal with, and having the Wild Pyromancer option is really good. But he does rip the acidic Swamp Ooze to take care of that Eaglehorn bow. And Mind Sculptor's just trying to defend off this march of minions that's coming his way from Human right now.
That's a card that's been tacked into a lot of lists here lately, and I've seen a lot of it being played, especially around Shaman and in the Spirit Claws. But it does work
Right.
against Hunter as well with the.
But look at the
bow.
damage right now that Human is putting, or that Human is putting across. It is it's tough to come back from this. It's one of those moments where you gotta have time to heal. Yeah, you do have an Ivory Knight in, but it could get rough here if he's Ooh, and he draws the snipe for the Ivory Knight, which is really good. He's gonna probably play this infested into the snipe, and he's gonna see a good target come down, even though he is able to gain some life. Take that minion off the board, and it's gonna give him free range. So there's a Doomsayer. We may see that played, but I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna see this Ivory Knight come out here.
Ivory Knight gets shot down just as soon as it hits the board, and it's very very key.
The big part about it here is it's gonna gain him life. Ooh, an Avenging Wrath. Big card taken there. And he's able to, yeah, this is gonna be a big turn coming up for Mind Sculptor. But he does have free reign here.
Club Huntress and the Freezing Trap.
Right, and then he's just gonna be able to hero power down a little bit more damage and just keep applying pressure. But he is doing a one card, which is Ragnarok. And we're gonna see a interesting play out here. Now the real question is, what does he do? Does he go ahead and just True Silver down the Cloak Huntress? Looks like that's what he's going with, but there's a lot of options there. with the Avenging Wrath in your hand. I think we're going to see a follow-up play with I was going to say a Doomsayer. Yeah, it just sets up that Wrath so much better. Little does he know he has an 8-mana. Let's see if Human is a gambling man. He's played conservatively a lot. It looks like he's just going to high main and get a board presence.
Very good play.
I like that play there. Still no healing in the Paladin lineup right now, but he does have an Avenging Wrath. He may go for it. We may see an Avenging Wrath play here. I think that it's a little risky, but I think you have to kind of try. Maybe get a good board clear here. Oh man.
Leaves one on the board with the True
but that's
Silver.
fine. He's got the True Silver to take it down. That leaves you at 13 life and a follow-up rag play.
He does have the freezing trap in play. He gets to look the tracking, and he can cast the rag should he want to.
I think the biggest play here is if he goes rag first. Ooh, and he gets a Savannah High Main off of it. This could be a bigger play. He's probably going Savannah High Main into Hero Power. Yep, he's just going to go ahead and do that. And then I think the follow-up play from Mind Sculptor is going to have to be forced. He's going to have to play the Aldor. And I think that's not the card he really wanted to play this turn. Just going to go ahead and see what Barnes gives him. Oh, not a very good target from Barnes. And we see the Aldor. We do see the Aldor come down. Going to go ahead and freezing trap. Not really hitting what he wants to hit. And Mind Sculptor just able to build a nice little board there. Another freezing trap comes down though. That does give him the ability to keep his Ragnaros alive for a little bit longer, as long as he doesn't play Ragnaros the turn after and it hits his Ragnaros. So you're going to see some interesting little combos here. And he's still putting a clock on him with that hero power. So...
Oh, it could have been lethal. It could have been lethal.
But he doesn't have any heal in his hand. And that looks like it's going to be game with the hero power. Wow. Wow, that is a big play. Is there any way out?
Well played. He sees
it. That's it.
Yeah, he sees it.
That's it. The hero power takes him down, and game one goes to Human with a big Ragnaros play. Wow. Very, very explosive start there.
Very explosive.
Seeing some Ragnaros wins is it's interesting to say the least.
It is. Very interesting.
All right. I think we're going to see the Nizal Paladin stay for Mind Sculptor. I don't see him switching. He might switch, but I don't think he will. See what we got. I think you just need to get a win with it early. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and stick with it. And it's pretty good against this matchup. He's able to get a... Actually, I'm not sure, though. You know, Human is playing the bounce effect with his Nizal, so... This is going to be an interesting little matchup, though there is a lot of heal in both of these decks.
There is a lot of heal in these decks. That is for sure.
Job's done.
Excuse me.
All right, so
Hero power pass.
We're going to see a hero power pass, and then I think that's going to follow up with the Acolyte play, but really there's not much going on in these early turns with these control decks. They're just going to try to fill each other out and see which way they're going. Mind Sculptor just going to go ahead and make that play. I think we see the Acolyte here just because it trades so well with 1/1s and it gives him more. Yeah, it just gives him more draw potential, and that's exactly what Human wants to do in this matchup. Outdraw Mind Sculptor. He's going to go ahead and True Silver this thing down. Not going to let him draw as much as he wants to draw. I like that, a little bit of an aggressive play from Mind Sculptor. I like that. It's pretty good. He could have just went ahead and Harvest Golem there, but it doesn't impact the board as much as he would like, and it lets Human draw just too many cards. So.
Right.
I think we see an Elise here. Yeah, it's just the best play with your mana, and it takes 5 damage to take it down, so he's gonna have to use the last ability on the
True Silver,
and the 1/1 in play.
Right.
We see Barnes here though.
Doomsayer.
Ooh. Yeah, not exactly what he was looking for there.
Not at all.
I don't even know if it's.
Do you even
Yeah,
take the damage here?
I'm not sure exactly where you play it at. I'm guessing that you're just gonna have to let this Doomsayer go off. It does keep your opponent from playing anything else, but really that's not what you want with Control Warrior, seeing that they're not gonna play a lot of minions anyways. So many live hits for Barnes in this N'Zoth Paladin list, and both times he's not really got the best of that exchange. So
So,
we see a bash. He's just setting up that ghoul on turn 6. He wants to set up that ghoul acolyte play where he can draw a couple extra cards. Oh, he did have the Doomsayer in play, so it just goes off. Yeah.
so that was
Here
I was just looking at the bash, and I didn't know why the bash was played at that time.
right. I think he was thinking the same thing, but he probably should have just, if he was gonna play the bash, it should have just probably went face. So
I agree.
a little bit of a mistake there from Human, but he's gonna
Didn't
go ahead and
cost
play
him
this.
much.
Yeah, it didn't cost him much at all. Ooh, not a very good one coming off of that, unfortunately. I think you think he plays. I think he just plays a Sylvanas or a Karen here.
I think
He just drew into his N'Zoth. He's
Sylvanas
just.
Windrunner.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna try to get a good board presence and all the while making his N'Zoth better. Not really afraid of this. He did draw the monkey though. The map to the golden monkey could be good.
How good would that have been if he would have just drawn the golden monkey right there?
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know if he'd play it. I think you really got to start evaluating the right time to play it. But I don't know. It's risky to play that early.
Right, he couldn't have played it anyway. It cost 6 mana, but still, I mean, playing it that early, and I understand your thought process behind that. It's just way too early to be playing that.
Because you really want to be able to deal with the minions with your spells, and giving up all your spells for legendaries sometimes can come back to bite you. But as you see,
100%.
Mind Sculptor is building a really good board, but he did get his Sylvanas of his own, so the real big play here is these N'Zoth players, where they're both running N'Zoth. If you take one of their N'Zoth cards, the other player doesn't get it, and you also have an extra target for your N'Zoth to bring back to life. This could be an interesting little go at it. He may shield slam his own N'Zoth to try to take. Yeah, he's gonna do it.
Yep.
He's gonna go ahead and try for it, and he's gonna try to get his Sylvanas. And it didn't. He did get a card, but that's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good. Oh, what a draw! Tyrion Fordring. I think we see a slap Tyrion Fordring down.
Mhm.
That's a big draw there. One of my favorite cards in the game. Such a well-statted minion. He's gonna try and take his Bane Bloodhoof. That's what we're gonna see. I think he might just try to equality it down. Or no, he wants to actually take back the. He's gonna take back the Karen. He's just gonna take it back at full life. Smart play there from Mind Sculptor, just trying to find out ways to get his Karen back. I like that play.
Very good play. Very creative.
Not willing to let his N'Zoth be as bad as a Human was trying to make it out to be. Here comes the Ravaging Ghoul into Blood to Ichor. I think he was expecting to maybe play a Revenge afterward. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And then Blood to Ichor and execute the Bane Bloodhoof. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good answer there, but it took a lot of cards to deal with those cards. And he may be looking at a Tyrion coming into play. Here it is, and that's tough to deal with. And we did see Mind Sculptor make a huge Tyrion play in his first game.
Won him the game, actually.
Yeah, an awesome little combo there with his Wild Pyromancer tech. He's gonna shield slam this away. Give him the Ashbringer. But Human really needs to draw some cards here, and that's the card that can do it, so. I think we're going to see a N'Zoth here, and I think this N'Zoth is going to win in the game for sure. He just slams N'Zoth, and I think that's I mean, he does have a brawl, so I mean, again, it's not the game, so there is a brawl. He's just gonna wait it out. That's pretty smart. Just wait it out, fight through those brawls at first, and make him play them. But we're gonna see a Justicar Trueheart play here, where he's gonna start gaining a lot of life. This N'Zoth though.
N'Zoth may get there.
He's gonna go ahead and play, I think, an Infested Sword. He just drew into a pretty good card. Interesting little matchup here. Mind Sculptor is applying a little bit more pressure. I just don't see him being able to get this brawl out of him without playing the N'Zoth first, which puts him in a tough spot. You want to get the most value out of your N'Zoth, and really N'Zoth ends up being just about a 4/5 at that point. I think that's what we see here. I don't know how much more patient you can be. Here it comes. Now we see N'Zoth give him a full board. This is definitely brawl potential.
Has to brawl here.
He's gonna have a lot of stuff left over though. I mean, these Death Rattlers are gonna give him quite the. A 2/2 is probably the worst that you could get. Did he get Tyrion? Oh my
Tyrion.
goodness! And he's yeah. Wow. That's a tough little. You might just play this golden monkey here. I don't think that that's good enough. Kudos to Human though on being patient, you know. But that's a big board, and not another brawl to follow up with.
He needs to draw into another brawl here or something in order to take care of this.
Game could get out of hand, exactly.
And he draws into the brawl.
He draws the brawl. Oh wow.
How fast does he slam this down? I mean,
Yeah, he definitely Rip City'd there.
Rip
Exactly
City.
what he needed. And he's able to play the Golden Monkey now. He's basically giving up on the Fatigue route. I think he's just going to take it. He gets another Elise and a Rend Blackhand. So, could be good here. This game is definitely going in the way of Mind Sculptor still. He still has a lot of different ways to take care of this board. And a lot of good cards. A lot of good cards in his hand. And he still has... We're forgetting he still has Ragnaros, both of them. So... he wasn't all in on that N'Zoth. That was his first haymaker. Seeing us, Fanro Staghound is he's not threatening enough. He's not putting enough power in play there to really deal with it.
yeah,
He's able to take one of them out with his weapon. He may just equality here and trade up. I think that's what we're. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and consecrate. He's filling out his hand, and he only has one card left in hand. And Rend Blackhand is not getting it done. So he's just going to go ahead and keep applying pressure. Mind Sculptor. Putting on the pressure now with this N'Zoth Paladin deck. And he rips... Oh, Prince Malchezaar. Not very good.
not very good. Not especially with what he may have
It
in
is
his list.
It is a 5/6 body, but I mean it just doesn't... It's not what you want when you're ripping legendaries off the top.
No, not at all.
And I think we may see the Humility Kodo play, and that is it's sick. It's sick to see it because he's just gonna keep applying pressure, making a big board, and there's really no way to deal with it. I think really the one thing he has to worry about now is a Deathwing off the top. Other than that, it looks like this may go the way of the Mind Sculptor for game 2. He's putting on pressure. We got it.
Acid Maw.
I don't think that that's good enough. He's gonna try and build up a little bit of a board of his own.
Yeah.
And then he draws the Peacekeeper off the top to be able to take care of this Blackhand with a minimal loss. Wow. Everything's shaping up in this game to go Mind Sculptor's way.
Yeah, I don't see how Mind Sculptor loses this match, to be honest.
It would be tough. Like I said, a Deathwing off the top might be enough to stabilize him. I and
Moros.
Boros is not good enough.
No.
It is in fact not good enough, and I think that's gonna be it. Yeah, he's definitely got lethal represented, and there's just no way to get rid of this board. Yeah,
He sees it and then just concedes. So
we're 1-1. We are 1-1. What do you think about that game, man?
I think it was very interesting, especially with the brawling away of the Zoth, um, and especially the way that everything it just played out to Mind Sculptor's favor. It's just look, what's some rips though? Look at them
Right. I mean,
rips.
yeah, that with each of them, the brawl was key there. Him drawing the Aldor to make Red Blackhand not trade into anything and not giving him another turn. I mean, giving him another turn could have been big if he was able to get a big minion out of it.
Right.
So we're looking at a Shaman versus Warrior matchup.
Yep. And I'll be there.
Excuse me, but I do again. I think I like the Shaman in this matchup. I just do. I like Shaman because Shaman is quick enough to make. Ooh, but he did get an excellent. And the Acidic Swamp Ooze is huge there with the Fiery War Axe. This is going to be a interesting first couple of turns here. All right, so I think we're going to look at it. Yep, just the standard turn 2 for Shaman goes into that Totem Golem. Double War Axe. Wow.
That is so good. I love the War Axe itself, but you got two of them. It's twice as nice.
And look at him set up that War Axe play. Just gonna go ahead and slam, take 3 to the face, knows that it's all right, and he's just gonna set it up. Set up a nice War Axe play here. Ooh, if he wasn't able to War Axe next turn, it could have been punished a little bit. But human knows now he's just gonna play this down. He's gonna be a little unexpected to see that. I think the swamp is definitely gonna get value, but I think he's gonna be a little unexpected to see it. You know, a lot of lists aren't running Swamp Ooze as a counter. They run Harrison Jones, and
Right.
Mind Sculptor decided to take the more aggressive, quicker approach, and definitely got value there. I think he has to play another a Fiery War Axe and take out this Flame Tongue. He just can't let that sit there. So Mind Sculptor is goes ahead and armors up. I think we see an Azure Drake and just an attack here from the Swamp Ooze, and we might see the Execute come out after the Revenge here. But Mind Sculptor's putting on enough pressure here to make Human play a little differently. We have seen Human, sit back and relax though with pressure, so this could go either way for him.
Really could. And Human is the type of player he doesn't care to take a little bit of damage at first, but he knows what point it's go time. It's.
Yeah. Again, he's just using his space here to remove minions. I think that's smart. I think he's making good plays here. Another one though, and we're gonna see a big change here. I think he's gonna go into this Spirit Claws, and he's gonna take out this Acolyte here. I don't see him using the Bolt. Spirit Claws is just more efficient. He really isn't afraid of losing it to a Harrison. He doesn't have time to Harrison. The board's getting a little bit too big. A Bloodlust will win him this game. If Human decides not to get to brawl this board away, Bloodlust wins him this game.
I think he's going to be looking for more value out of his brawl.
I do too. I think that's the way Human plays, and we may see a quick end here. We may see him just shield up here, and maybe play like a Ravaging Ghoul into a Execute, but I don't think we see him do much more than that. And if he stays at this, the Lightning Bolt may even be enough to kill him. So, I mean, you're talking about 6, 9, 12. You're looking at close to lethal with spell damage. He just goes ahead and plays both shield blocks.
Double
Wow.
shield block.
And he's able to coin out the Shield Slam and take out the Azure Drake. comfortable life total now. No spell damage. You're taking out basically 7 damage. So not a good draw though there for him, but for Mind Sculptor. But he is gonna just play this Thunderbluff Valiant and get a bigger board presence. He's gonna force him, I think. He's gonna say you either have the brawl or you don't have the brawl. Again, just applying pressure from Mind Sculptor. Good rip though. That is a big rip. Baron Geddon comes down.
Baron Geddon.
But he does have the Hex. Ooh, and a good draw with that Totem Golem. I think we're going to see a Hex. Yeah, and we're going to see this Totem Golem play. Right, so now they're moving pretty good. They're both trying to gain this board presence. I think it comes down to right now. Do you want to brawl this board away, or do you just want to try to gain armor again? And it's really iffy. Brawling this board away, you could either leave him with a 5/4 or a Thunder Bluff, and neither one of them are very good options. I think the executing the Thunder Bluff and maybe going ahead and just Iron Forge portaling here and then armoring up. I don't see any other plays that are better than that. Maybe he sees a different line. He's going to go ahead and try this brawl. It's kind of risky, but we'll see what happens.
No, I thought he got it. He didn't.
He didn't win the brawl. Does that put him at risk of dying? Does spell damage get the job done? 3,
4, 9.
8, 11. It would be close. It would kill him. If he rolls spell damage, he could win here. And he doesn't get it. He's going to go ahead and just... I assume he plays the Feral Spirits here. Spell damage wins him that game. Wow, he would have been able to play both his Bloodlust and his Lightning Bolt, adding enough damage plus the Spirit Claws that was attached to his face. Huge win there for Human off of the totem roll there. It would have been bad for him, and he goes ahead and he's just going to wipe this board. This is going to be big. Huh, Eater of Secrets, we saw one play. We did get to see an Eater of Secrets play here. It's starting to look like Human is shaping up to get into the mode of where he can, where he'll just be able to relax and win this game with an Alexstrasza play. We did see Alexstrasza heal him up last game. He played this list, he may do the same again.
And he does.
Yeah, that's what he's doing again, you know.
Alexstrasza gets him out of the kill range, and Thing from Below is a really good draw for Mind Sculptor here.
But it is a good draw. Let's apply more pressure. That's what he's looking to do now. Just continue to apply pressure. But it does look like with the cards in Human's hand, I think he's going to be able to handle it pretty well.
He does have the Gorehowl in hand, and he's got the Sylvanas Windrunner, and yeah, I think that he does. He handles this.
Oh, just a Barnes off of this portal. Bash, execute. Interesting little line of play there. He's just so far out of reach now. I don't think that we're going to see a big burst of... There's a Barnes. A potential Ragnaros grab.
Potential rag.
Oh!
And he hits it.
Huge rag play. This could be big. Oh, and he gets... This is huge. This could be a really big play. And he really doesn't have any good ways of dealing with it besides just playing Sylvanas and hoping that it goes away. Wow.
Huge turn.
This is big. And this keeps him from being able to deal with his board immediately. And he might be able to just Bloodlust a win here. This could be huge.
Huge swings.
He could be able to just Bloodlust a win here. Mind Sculptor. He's not going to go the Sylvanas route. He's just going to take it out, but this could give him spell damage into Bloodlust. being a kill. Big, big, big swings there.
Gets the lightning bolt off the top.
Here we go. Not again. He just
He
just
cannot
doesn't
get
get
that.
it again, man. He might have to use this bolt to take out this secret keeper. He really wants to preserve his board. And that just takes a little bit of damage off of the. Oh, but he's gonna do it the old-fashioned way. What a game. Oh, and the bash is a big card. Taking care of the tunnel draw, gaining armor. And again, human looks like he's going to be able to... Yeah, he's just going to be able to take over again. That was a huge swing off of that Barnes. It was exactly what he wanted, but just another roll off of winning that game. But he does draw a Thunderbluff value here. He may be able to start building a big board again. And I do think we're going to see him kill this Sylvanas right now, and then making him answer the Thunderbluff afterwards.
Now he gets the spell damage.
Right? I think we're going to see it here. I think if we were going to see it, I don't know why we wouldn't see it before. He might have wanted to just trade it in and then bolt and then play Thunderbluff. A little bit of an iffy sequencing here from... he's just going to go face. He says, you know what? Can you kill me, bro?
Can you kill me?
Setting up a huge turn.
He has to. If he's going
Oh,
to
my
do that,
goodness.
he has to go all in. He has to, because if he takes his spell damage, he's not going to get that extra point.
It's very risky to do that. You're putting yourself in a position where if you don't win in the next couple of turns, then you've wasted a lot of cards, and it didn't matter because human gains enough life to just get out of the situation.
But the thing about it is, the Gorehowl is not his friend here. He can't use his Gorehowl to just take something down. He has to use it against a spell damage minion because he's going to take damage, and that's damage that he can't afford.
The biggest problem here is he can't play Thunder Valiant cleanly now because it can get taken. I think we're looking at a possible turn here for. Here he goes. Yep, and he takes it. This looks like the end for Mind Sculptor in this game. That looks like it's going to be enough to do it. I think if he just sequences that a little differently on the turn before, and he just attacks and lightning bolts the thing, he can play Thunderbluff without really any hesitation, without it getting taken. I think that was a bad sequencing of events there for him. Lightning Storm is a good card in this situation. But really, you're not doing anything with the warrior if you're trying to get them to stabilize. And then a Gromosh off the top. Wow. This is not good for Mind Sculptor. It looks pretty rough. And I think we're gonna see a game 2 or game 3 taken by human here. And he's gonna go up 2-1 against Mind Sculptor. Big roll there for the spell damage. He's gonna go for it.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
He's going for it here. Really important. Does not get what he needs. And that's just gonna be the game. And we're moving on to game 4. Human able to take it with his warrior in that one. Just a few rolls off of winning the game. Mind Sculptor was not able to get the spell damage when he needed it. And I think he has a good deck to go in with, though. He still has his Shaman, so Mind Sculptor had a pretty good ace in the hole with the Shaman. He may take this to another... we may go to 5 games here.
5 games. It could be. Could be.
I wonder if what human's last, what was his last deck? He had a Hunter Warrior and a
Hunter Warrior and a Shaman.
what? Did he queue up with Warrior again? He just played with Warrior, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. All right. So it was an accident. That's fine. Go ahead and let him reset up the game. But it was a. I'm expecting to see a. We're expecting to see Shaman. Uh, so
Expecting to see Shaman,
I don't.
and
I don't think we'll see him switch over to the tempo mage list.
I don't think we will. I think he's going to stick with the list he's been playing and see what he can do with that.
I mean, Mind Sculptor was able to 3-0 Socrates, and right now he's down 2-1 to human. So I think we're looking at a some tough matchups. We're really seeing the best Hearthstone these guys have to offer, and
Agreed.
Shaman v Shaman. So here it comes. Human plays that little bit of a quicker list, running the Argent Squire, as he does have an Argent Squire plus a Mana Tide, which is, or not Mana Tide, but a Flame Tongue, which is really good for trading up or trading with your Tunnel Trunks. So
Absolutely.
he may be looking to keep that line of play. And I assume he's going to probably throw the Hex back just a little slow. Yeah, and he also threw back the Flame Wreath Basis. Good card, though, to have in your hand for Mind Sculptor. Acidic Swamp Ooze. It's going to be a take on the Value Town kind of card. Now,
Right.
Human has this explosive little play where he can actually play a Tunnel Trog as well if he decides to, and then a Flame Tongue to turn after. But it looks like he's just going to take the slower route and be a little bit more patient.
It would have been very aggressive taking the 6
Ooh,
damage.
he's gonna definitely reap the benefits of that Acidic Swamp Ooze. So we have a pretty tough play here. I think it's rough to again, and here we go with what I said previously, a huge setup play for Mind Sculptor with that Maelstrom Portal on turn 2. But I think he's gonna want to actually cast Acidic Swamp Ooze because I think we're gonna see a Spirit Claws play here. Try to get rid of some of these feral spirits. We see a Lightning Storm come out and try to answer it.
Lightning Storm takes care of everything except for one of the Feral Spirit cards.
Okay, so he does have answers, but I think yeah, he's just gonna go ahead and play the Swamp Ooze and get full value out of it.
Swamp Ooze is such a good card. Like I said, you've been seeing that teched in several lists. Um, Teched against Shaman, um, and this and it's not a small body. It can still do 3 damage to your face if they do not take care of that. Um,
Right.
he gets a spell damage totem here, which could play into his Maelstrom Portal. I like that play. He seems to be going with the Lightning Storm this time.
Yeah, I think the Lightning Storm is a little bit aggressive, where you know that your opponent has a plate of Feral Spirit. So, seeing the Feral Spirit in Human's hand makes that play a little bit worse. Not having access to another source of spell damage either makes Maelstrom Portal not as good here. So,
Right, and you see his
we,
thing from below. It's he can cast his thing from below this turn should he want to, but does he want to use all that mana?
he actually can. He is overloaded a little bit. Oh, yeah, I think from I thought you said Thunder Bluff.
Right, thing from
Um,
below.
I think he's gonna set up a trade here with this. Ooh, he's just gonna go for it. I mean, I think that might be the best play in the situation. But if he had just Maelstrom Portal the turn before, follow up with the Lightning Storm right now is a blowout turn, and you have
Exactly.
such a good. You can actually reap the benefits of your Lightning Storm. But now he really can't. He's actually falling behind on the board.
And human
But
actually takes care of the board and draws the second thing from below. He's holding 2 things from below, um, and a Thunder Bluff, which could very much mean
take
game.
over this board.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take over this board quickly. I think we're gonna see a big swing turn here, though. We're gonna see the Thunder Bluff come out itself, and they're gonna be able to trade into these minions here and Human's going to try and get the board right here and try to keep it. It looks like he may be able to do so without. I mean, the Maelstrom Portal is good target, so he'll be able to trade into the Mana Tide with clearance. So if he decides to go to the Maelstrom Portal route, he's sitting in a nice spot to do so. He's also got that Lightning Bolt as backup, where he can try to bolt down the opposing Thunder Bluff and actually trade his Thunder Bluff into it if he decides to go that route, and then Spirit Claws out and kill the other. Oh, he's just gonna play the Flame Tongue, which is actually a smarter clear there. I like it better. But if he was gonna hit the button, he probably should hit the button before he Maelstrom Portaled. Might have been able to take a little bit more damage off.
Right.
I think we're gonna see the full clear here though. It's gonna get Mind Sculpt at the board, and we don't have an AOE in Human's hand, so we're looking at a possible stable board here that can't be dealt with easily.
You do have the Azure Drake, which would possibly let him draw into an AOE, which is still. I think at this point he has to, get rid of.
He's got to take care of that Thunder Wolf. It's just going to do too much damage. But the follow-up turn, Ragnaros if he wants it, and I think that is a. I don't know. That might be where he goes. His hand isn't shaped up to deal with both of these Thing from Belows, and Human's going to go for this push right here. I think we just see a Ragnaros.
I think we do, and either that or we see a.
I don't know if there's any other plays other than Rag. You just have to. You have to hope Rag hits one of these 5/5s.
He could play the Thanos and the Spirit Claws. He takes a little bit to the face, but that's not really the correct line of play, in my opinion.
Wow, and you know what? He does position himself to do. That was some really good attacks there.
Some very good trading.
Very good trading. Mind Sculptor saw the way that he needed to trade, and he planned it out perfectly. But he does get the Flame Tongue, which makes an even trade on this Ragnaros, and it will clear the Ragnaros off the board. But that does leave him sitting with another empty board again. And Argent Squire is not the card you really want to be drawing when your opponent's playing cards like Ragnaros.
I agree 100%, and that's a card that he would have liked to have had earlier game.
He does have an easy way, super easy way to deal with this Flame Tongue. Ooh, and he gets the other spell damage as well. You might want to save this. Yeah, he's just going to save this Blood Mage Thanos. Probably play out the Mana Tide and the Totem Golem and go on from there.
So you see the swing here that Mind Sculptor now has the board.
Ooh, and a huge grab off this Mana Tide getting that Lightning Storm.
Both of them
oh
get
my
Lightning
goodness.
Storm.
and they're both probably
double spell damage. That's
wow.
board wipe.
That's a full clear there.
Yep.
That is an Elemental Destruction, one-sided. Taking care of business. Human is not afraid of this.
He's not. He acts like he's been
But he's
here
gonna
before.
play out though, right into another Lightning Storm. This could be big. We're gonna see a clear off of the Divine Shield from his face, and I think we're gonna see. He's just looking to get another. Oh, he got it!
He got it.
Oh my goodness! And the board is swung back in Mind Sculptor's favor. Huge plays here.
But the only thing he has is a Thanos.
But it leaves. Look at the board now. The board is one-sided.
It is very one-sided. Yes.
He's just gonna have to. And Human's playing off the top of his library.
Feral Spirit here. Thunder Bluff does help.
But I don't know how good Thunder Bluff is. With all this spell damage in play, almost anything can be live. This is it's gonna be impactful.
That's a very good totem that he did receive.
Oh my goodness, Maelstrom Portal, and I'm surprised he doesn't totem first. Very surprised he didn't just go ahead and totem first, but he's gonna go ahead, clear the board again. He would have been able to do more damage to that. Maybe trade a little differently. Oh, and he rips the Maelstrom Portal back.
Oh my gosh.
Back-to-back swings just for days, man. They are just going at each other.
One of the
huge
best.
rip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but he gets the Flame Tongue off of it, making the trades more viable. This is back to back. Who can keep whose board first is going to win this game,
Exactly
and
right.
it looks like we're going to see a another swing here.
As soon as human plays a threat, he's going to hex it. And there's no doubt about that. If he plays the
Human
seven
did get
seven,
Mind Sculptor was able to get one card up on Human now, and that's not a good draw
not a
unless he
good
hits
draw.
spell damage and he's able to take care of this flame tongue. I don't even know if he'll play it without. He'll have to, I guess. He just has to be able to apply some sort of a presence, and
Yeah,
that's not what he wanted to see.
he has to take care of the totem here, in my opinion, just in case he does get the thunder bluff. But
The reason he's going on the secret is he doesn't want him to hit the healing totem and him not be able to take care of it.
bloodlust
If
is a
he
huge draw right there.
Bloodlust is a good draw.
And we
He still
we
has.
sorry,
Yeah, see, if he would have been punished for going for that totem had he been able to hit that. He wouldn't have been able to take care of the secret keeper easily next turn. So human taking a shot in the dark there and a big rip there with Mana Tide, being able to draw him a few more cards.
he totems mana tides, trades with a 3/1,
This is very crazy. I think he puts his face in the three
face
one,
into 3/1. Yeah,
and he's probably just gonna go face with that one. Or no, he's just gonna go ahead and save his face. Yeah, that's exactly what we thought he would do. Um, this game is getting crazy. Does he use the
Azure
bloodlust just
Drake.
to? He might just have to use that bloodlust to get that Manatide off the field. He cannot let it sit there for much longer. Drawing extra cards a turn is going to kill him. What's the play here? Is he just going to pass turn? He does!
Passes his turn.
And
Oh,
oh my gosh. Fire Ellie the draw. He's going to put down the Flame Tongue. He can even Azure Drake if he feels. He
oh,
doesn't have to Azure Drake for
he
it now.
doesn't have to.
He can just play the Fire Ellie,
You
put
see,
down the Flame Tongue, and charge ahead.
you see, Mind
Oh,
Sculptor play his hex here on the fire alley.
he's definitely making better out of his trades there. Getting that spell damage was able to trade into the Flame Tongue, giving him a better target to trade with his minion. And now he just draws into an Azure Drake. Again, when is it time to Bloodlust and trade up? Another Hex drawn, though.
What
This
a
is a
game!
close match. Yeah, this is a very, very close match. And, we see Mind Sculptor fighting for his life
Oh,
here.
oh, there's
Big
your.
rip. Again, Human talking about it. He wants to rip that in the late game. It's better than ripping Barnes in certain situations.
Does he hex his? Does he hex his Azure Drake here?
I think he just plays the 7/7 out, and this board presence is huge. I think we see a Bloodlust to trade here. I can't imagine anything different. The Bloodlust is the best trade possible here, and rips Lightning Bolt. Wow, tough spot to be in for Mind Sculptor right now.
It really is because you can take care of his 7/7
He's
without.
just gonna hex it, and he's gonna play with fire. I think. Is he gonna get the full clear that he needs?
I don't think he is. I don't think he takes care of.
Oh my gosh. He is going ham. He wants to win next turn.
He doesn't win next turn. He casts a Feral Spirit here, and then rolls, tries to get spell damage, then trades for the Azure Drake, and then human just takes it.
It's going to be close. It's all
Human
depending on whether or not Human's going to go ahead and hex, and then he's going to play this Maelstrom
Maelstrom.
and
Yeah,
basically take the board away. Feral Spirits looks like it's going to put an
well in
end to
hand.
this.
Well in
I
hand.
think I think the Bloodlust trade there with the 7/7 might have been a little bit more conservative, but it does look like that's going to be the end of the game. And a good run from Mind Sculptor. Um, he was able to do some pretty good,
Well done.
he made some pretty good plays in this first match. But again, Human was able to get it, capitalize on some good draws there. But some huge board swings back and forth in that matchup, and it just came down to who was the last one to make that last board swing, and that last Maelstrom portal got the job done.
I really thought we were going to see a game 5. I
I thought we were
really
too,
did. I mean, but
and
the swings though.
it looks like we're gonna have a matchup of Tripper versus Human. That was our finals.
That
Um,
is our finals.
I guess we'll set up the finals at about 12 o'clock. What do you think? Does that sound good?
Sounds good. 12 o'clock sounds really good for me.
All right. We'll be right back, I guess.
All right. Thank you very much, Gus. And we're back here for the moment, guys. Thank you all very much for being patient with us. Uh, the next game will be the finals. So
The finals are set.
the finals are set. Human versus Mr. Tripper. Um, it's bound to be some really good Hearthstone. You've seen Tripper. He's made some really good plays with. I've been really impressed with his hunter list that he's got. His face hunter list that he's put together, and um, the mage list that he has. It's going to be really fun to um, see what happens here against human. Humans played some killer Hearthstone. Let's give you a little bit of a recap here. Um, Recapping into Tripper, his
Probably the best match we've seen so
best
far.
match of the night. And I'm looking for it to top it. I'm still looking for a King Crush to be landed. So um, hopefully we see that. I'm still waiting on that, man. If I don't see a King Crush landed in this game, I'm gonna be extremely upset at Mr. Tripper.
I'm
So
sure that that's not what humans looking for. I'm sure humans looking for the exact opposite.
but nothing against human. He is a Vols fan, so nothing but the
Oh,
nothing but the
you
worst for him. Nothing but
hear
no,
that?
I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be some really cool stuff here. I'm pretty sure. And um, best matchup by far of the night goes to Max Box and Tripper. It went the distance. It went 5 games. 5 games. Our only match that's went
And
five
that
games.
last game with the Druid Mage, oh my goodness,
It
man, it
was
was
insane.
such a close match. So,
It was
but this
insane.
is what they're fighting for, man. This is what they came for. 8 players came to win free monies,
As soon as
and
this
with
tournament's over with, Mr. Champ here, he will be giving the code out.
to the winner.
Not over the air, not
Yeah.
over the air, but we will be giving out this wonderful gift card to the winner of the tournament.
And there's
Um,
a new expansion, so you might want to keep the monies
yeah, new
banked up.
expansion coming up. So that's going to be really cool. Um, Max Box Tripper wins 3-2 on that one. And looking at um, humans first round match, he played Salwall. Um, Very good hunter list that Salwall had. He was able to get by that with his warrior list. I'm pretty sure it was no. I'm wrong. I'm totally wrong. He didn't get
No,
by the hunter list that I'm aware
yeah,
of.
the hunter beat him, and he didn't have to play it
Yeah,
again.
he didn't have to play the hunter again. But the warrior mirror, I think that human actually got. It's been so long, man.
Human was a calm, cool, collect shark in that game where
He
he
is
was just able to. He's like, you know what? I'm at 2 life and I'm good.
just
I don't need
cold blooded.
to worry about it. Yeah, it was good.
Cold
But
blooded. This guy
we've
is.
seen good plays in all these matchups today, and I want to go ahead and send a huge congratulations to all you guys. All of you guys played really well, and you guys, you fought the good fight. Some of us, we don't always make it, and it's looking like we're gonna shape up to a Tripper human final.
It's not looking like that's going to happen, and we're getting
And I
ready to
think
see that
I
happen
think
here
we're I
very
think we're
soon.
rounding it out right now.
Yeah, it's getting ready to happen very soon. So, um, as soon as these guys are ready, then we're going to be ready, and we're going to be broadcasting this live for you. Um, Once again, guys, I apologize. I've been a little bit tilted. My computer has let me down again, and it's very frustrating. It will be corrected this weekend, and I assure you that this will not happen again under my control. If
Were you
I
were
can
you
control it.
paused? I'll be honest. Were you paused just now? Where you went? It will not. I was like, well, it just happened as he was saying it wouldn't
Yeah,
happen.
no, no,
Well, he's gone again.
no, and
So
making it through my coughing and all this other stuff. Once again, thank you guys for being so dedicated to this, and thank you to everybody that's stopped in, watched this, and for those of you that have watched the entire thing, you are a true warrior. Those those guys, they deserve the medal. So um, there's
yeah,
guys
go
that's been
ahead. While you're watching it, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button, and
absolutely.
you get to see all the tasteful charades that come out of me and Cerberus, and it's pretty fun. We have a good time, and We
Absolutely.
enjoy Hearthstone a lot, so you'll get to enjoy it with us if you go ahead and hit that little subscribe button.
Various streams throughout the week. We usually do Tasty Talk um, on
It's been all over
Mondays.
the place, really. Mondays is our general day.
Mondays is our general day that we do Tasty Talk. We do it late, just for scheduling conflicts, but it would be posted on Tuesday. And hey, you can just hit the little watch later button and you just watch it Tuesday. So that's nothing wrong with that. So if you haven't done it already, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and I think we need to get this rolling. It's
Uh,
12:02.
let's do it. I'm ready to go. I'm getting these guys set up.
Get them
Give me
set up,
just a
man.
second. And we're getting it rolling. We're gonna go into the match in just a second. Let me see if we can get Tripper to respond to us here.
Thank you
All
guys
right,
once again. Tripper's ready.
Tripper's ready. Here we go.
Mr. Tripper
Looks
is
like they're
ready.
preparing to battle. And the first match of the finals, baby, is underway. We're about to get started. Oh man, it's gonna be good. I am excited. It's gonna be a fun one.
I feel like we need Bruce Buffer here right now.
And in the red corner. Oh
It's
man.
time. No.
These guys have been Titans, and most of their wins came from like 3-1s. And Human had two 3-1 victories, I think. And it looked like, Tripper had that one 3-2 victory where, Maxbox put up a fight. So it looks like we're going to see some pretty good play. And it looks like he's starting off with this Hunter list again. But Human goes ahead and counters and goes ahead and says, I'm going to play my Shaman list. And Shaman's a pretty tough matchup, I think, for this Hunter list.
It is. You're gonna have to. Are you watching Mr. Tripper?
I am. I'm watching from Mr. Tripper's side right now.
You're gonna have to give us a little bit of an update because it's not letting us see the other cards over there.
Go ahead and maybe try to spectate it one more time.
Okay. I'll just see if I can.
Right now we've got Mr. Tripper's got a kindly grandmother, a Call of the Wild, a quick shot, and an eagle horn bow in his hand. Are you able to see it now?
I am coming back in as we speak. I apologize, guys, once again.
Are we good now?
We are great. We got the cards gonna be showing up here any moment.
Looks like Human's gonna take the more aggressive approach
There we
here
go.
and just start trying to push some face damage. Mr. Tripper, though, does have an answer with that eagle horn bow, and he's going to go ahead and make good work of it, taking out that flame town. And looks like he's going to go ahead and pop this shield. He's basically saying, I don't think you can deal with it easily.
I think he just plays Feral Spirit here, yeah, and puts.
Oh, yeah, it just goes face. Look at this. He's turning the tide on the Hunter player. Whereas most of the time you would see the Hunter player going face. He's like, I'm going to go face.
Yeah, it's time to reverse the roles here. He does have an answer for both of these taunt creatures, these spirit wolves, but
He's just going
at
to use
what
his...
cost? At what
Right.
cost?
He's going to just go ahead and take out this Tunnel Trog. And another kindly grandmother, sticky minion, but he did take a lot of damage in that little bit of an exchange there, and
But what this does is really slows Shaman down. He has to then in turn he can just totem up is the only thing that he can do. It takes one turn away from Shaman.
I think the bigger thing is now he has Tripper reacting to his cards, and that's exactly what the Shaman player wants, because if they're reacting to your cards, the Shaman player has enough reactive cards that they can just, like, this Maelstrom portal is going to be huge. Like this is going to be a pretty big Maelstrom portal coming from this side of the board. It almost ends the game with 2 Call of the Wilds in hand. Ooh, good hit though from the Toad. Maybe playing the Totem Golem there first might have been a little bit better, but right now it looks like we have a commanding board presence from the Shaman player, taking out the spell damage totem and having a freezing trap in play. Looks pretty good. These guys came out firing though.
Shaman doing what Shaman does best, just keeping that board under control and playing fatty minions. He's going to send that back to his hand. It hurts a little
But he
bit.
is gonna follow up. He is gonna follow up with an Azure Drake here, which is big, very big.
And he
No
gets
way
that
to deal with
Feral
that
Spirit.
Azure Drake.
Feral Spirit.
Ooh, but a Savannah High Main draw on turn 7, and you're just inching closer to that Call of the Wild, which is super dangerous. As you see, he's just trying to maybe keep it in check. I don't think he pops the Lightning Storm here. I think that might be a little risky to do.
As I expected.
Yeah, he's just gonna. Yeah, he's definitely gonna taunt up heavy there. Taunt up heavy, and expect for a huge swing in this next turn.
He's going to
Animal
build a wall.
Companion. Yeah, he built a wall, and he's probably gonna. I can see the line of play coming from Tripper where he puts the 6/5 into the thing from below. Takes out the smaller totem, or yeah, the small totem there. And this is gonna be painful. Oh, he's gonna take the better line of attack there, but it does get hit by the fire rally if human so chooses.
Does he attack into the high main here and then lightning storm?
I don't think he can Lightning Storm simply because he knows Call of the Wild kills him. Without an answer to Call of the Wild, he loses this game. But if Call of the Wild hits right now, with all this in play, he could be in a lot of trouble. But this is a very... It's egregious right now. He's playing with fire a little bit. He's just trying to keep all of the damage that would come from that Call of the Wild into a taunt, which is actually really smart play. Because there's no real efficient trades that come out of this, and he's going to be able to Lightning Storm next turn, but what he doesn't know is that he has another Call of the Wild. This is going to come down to whoever uses their resources better, and Call of the Wild after Call of the Wild is just too good.
I agree. I agree 100%, and that's just almost too much to come back from.
I don't know, though. We're going to see some trades here. Ooh, does he do it? Does he pull the trigger?
He does.
He did.
Clears the board.
And goes completely face. And that puts Tripper in a terrible spot. Tripper is down to 5 life now. Oh, but a freezing. Oh, but he can't play both. Again, Call of the Wild being at 9 really, really hurts him here.
It really does, and
I think we're going to see a big trade. We're going to see that Huffer go right into that 6/5. Yep.
Yep.
But this leaves the board open for a
yeah.
a big play, and
Yep.
then that's it. That's the game.
That's it.
Wow, Human takes number 1 in commanding fashion against the hunter list that you liked so much. We still got a chance at King Crush
We
in
still-
our finals.
Still got a chance at King Crush. I'm not hoping for it anymore. I know it's not gonna happen.
Does Tripper stick with his hunter list?
I think he has to. I think he has
I think
to.
so.
Human
This is
gets
This
there
is some
with the
good play.
shaman.
that was a good matchup for Human. I think he called it right. If he had been watching the matches previously, I think he called that Hunter was going to come out, and he stuck with the Hunter, and he gets the Control Warrior matchup that he wants. This could go Tripper's way. We could see a pretty long series here. We're inching closer to it. He does have 2 dead cards in his opening hand that he's probably going to chuck back. Those freezing traps are not good against Control Warrior. Ooh, just an iffy hand there, but I think he's looking to maybe play this Kindly Grandmother on turn 1. Just try to get a much. I would have maybe played that Kindly Grandmother, just try to get a lot of damage across early with that hero power. Now he's going to have to play the Kindly Grandmother on turn 2. He might be saving the coins for that Tundra Rhino.
It's a very good possibility. Because after he pops should he have a Savannah High Main, after he pops that, then he's. Well, no, it doesn't do any good.
It's a lot of big ifs there, but I think he's just going to try to get as many minions on the board now. But still, if he had already went there, he's got his opponent down to probably 28 life, and that 2 damage could be effective if he was just going to go ahead and coin out a fiery bat there anyways.
The Ravaging Ghoul here just clears the board.
Just a big swing there.
Excuse me.
Putting Tripper in a spot where he has to answer. Do you use the quick shot here? I think you do. I think you just go
You
ahead and
have
quick
to.
shot that. Yeah. He goes ahead and quick shots that. You're gonna go put the 3 into his face, and but we are looking at a fiery War Axe coming from human, so he will be able to take care of that quite easy. Ah, another fiery War Axe draw. So he's gonna just War Axe this down, and then hero power probably. That really puts a bunch of dead cards in Tripper's hand with that freezing trap and that unleash the hounds. I guess we're gonna see a Toad hero power, I think.
It's a very good possibility here. Toad hero power and try to bust that armor.
Just trying to keep him at a reasonable life total with your hero power now. So we're looking at another slower start from Tripper's list. But again, the warrior matchup has been his friend. So ooh, not a very good minion to get off of your Iron Forge portal. It is a 33, but it's easily taken care of by this Eagle Horn bow, which Tripper does quickly.
Yeah, he windmill slams that down and hero power to the face.
He's gonna hold on to this freezing trap. I expect to see Sylvanas here to just apply some pressure. Oh, he's just gonna go ahead and War Axe and hero power. It looks like just being patient again, like Human's done this entire tournament. He has just been patient, not trying to put the pressure on his opponent, letting his opponent play into his cards.
I agree, I love that line of play. He's been very patient. He's almost methodical. He's being very patient with his card play. He's not playing cards unless he has to, and this lets his opponent generally empty their hand. Then he has card advantage, and then
He just
takes care
reacts
of
to
it.
everything, and
Absolutely.
being able to react to everything is giving him the 2-for-1s that he wants. And I mean, in this moment, he has a potential to get a pretty good leap ahead here. Watch him. He's just not even going to do anything this turn. He's just going to remove that minion, gain a ton of armor, and just sit back and let Tripper play another card and see where Tripper goes with it. Looks like Tripper's going to go ahead and use this Tundra Rhino to clear off the 2-2, I think.
Yeah,
He really wants to save the freezing trap for something like Gromosh or the Sylvanas Windrunner. Now, I don't know if we see the Sylvanas here, but it would be a nice little pressure point on that trap to be freezing trap. So again, now that we're moving into the bigger turns, if he thinks he's going to play a high main here, he has to think twice because he could just shield slam this high main.
shield slam into high main, and then you've got the revenge as well. So if he gets down to at least 12 life, then that is the case.
And we see Tripper not panic at all, knowing that he has that freezing trap in play,
Exactly.
knowing that Sylvanas is going back to his hand. But I don't know. He may just recast this Sylvanas here. He has really nothing else that he really needs to do. Yep, just going to throw it back down and say, you know what? You're going to deal with this card.
Your freezing trap was wasted, and I still got my minion. So that's a very good play on Human's part.
Hyena, not really the card he wants to see here, I don't think. It's just, I mean, it's a beast, so he's able to take care of the kill with the Sylvanas Windrunner with the kill command, but that means he's using a durability of his weapon to kill the hyena, so he's really almost 2-for-1ing himself here. Oh, he's getting super aggressive.
He goes face.
Wow, he is we've seen Human in this spot before, though.
And the gore hell, the rip. I think he just fiery works as the hyena down, and
That looks like
Tripper's itching to play that Unleash the Hounds, man. He's really wanting to play that and to beef up that the hyena, but that's just not going to happen this time.
it's just it's no useful for it. And again, this is huge. This is a moment where, well, he did draw another beast. I was gonna say you would have to pay 3 mana just to deal an extra 3 mana to deal 5 damage off the kill command and really not get any value from it. He really needs to take care of that Sylvanas Windrunner, but he is gonna play this as aggressive as possible, and he may actually come out on top of this. He's gonna get his opponent down to 5 here if so chooses, and he just goes ahead and he's being patient again. It's really risky though with all the armor that they can gain.
Yeah, he's just going to gain 5 armor here. Going to end up with 4 after it's over with, and then just attack face with his.
Just keeping Tripper at arm's length right now.
Yeah,
A good draw though, but I think it's gonna come in, it's gonna backfire with that shield slam. He's gonna shield slam his own Sylvanas after attacking for 5. Ooh, it would put a lot of pressure. Tripper has to think that that's a bad play. Tripper has to think, what do I do now?
he has to, and then I mean you're looking at quick shot here. He's gonna kill the Sylvanas Windrunner. He has to.
Yeah, and that's definitely the best play. But it does give him an extra 5 damage to the base. That Gorehowl meaning that if he can find a way to deal 5 damage in the next turn or two, Human may take it.
He's just gonna revenge here and then execute.
I think we're gonna see a slam, execute, revenge play, and Tripper's gonna be stuck with nothing but an Unleash the Hounds and playing off top of his library, which is just
Terrible.
yeah. I really expected us to see the Ravaging Goal play with, but I think he wants to save that revenge play for those hyenas just to go ahead and make sure they die. And Human looks like he's in the hot seat now. Human is in the driver's seat, and
He almost has lethal with the shield slam
he
and the Gorehowl.
shield, yeah, they have to. The shield slam does have to target a minion.
Oh, that's my
So
fault. My fault. I guess I could read cards that are in front of me. Shield
the
slam does
high.
not have. Yeah, it does. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Rip.
And I think we're gonna see that come down. I think that's the game. I think
That's-
we're gonna see. Yep, that's the game. Human's gonna take the first 2 against this hunter list in commanding fashion. Putting on a clinic right now.
Right now, Tripper is on his back foot. He don't know what to do. He's play. What do you see him come out and play Shaman this time? Do you see him put the hunter list back?
He has to get away with the hunter list anyways, but we know now that Human is gonna play his hunter list as well. So do you find your hunter list is better than Humans? That's what you really need to ask yourself. And I don't know. I think the matchups is going to be really important here. He might just go ahead and go with the hunter again, and he
Well,
does.
He sticks with the hunter. Sticks with the hunter, man.
It's a brave decision. But Tripper did have a lot of dead cards in that last game. Unleash the Hounds was bad. Scavenging Hyena doesn't get the effect that you really want off of the Unleash the Hounds because Unleash the Hounds is bad. Now this matchup we may see a little bit different, where you're going to see Human play a few more minions than the Control Warrior list, but Tripper really needs to find a way to get a win here so we can continue on.
I agree. And then if wouldn't that be? I mean, that would be something to 3-0 the finals. You know, that's really dominating.
Oh my gosh! And Tripper's hand is just bad.
Yeah, it's terrible, and it's to be honest, Human's hand isn't much better. He can coin out the cat trick here, but that's about all he can do in first turn.
I see him saving that coin for that Huntress. I don't see him. I just can't see him thinking that there's going to be a turn 2 spell play from Tripper. We may just see a very slow match here. He's going to go ahead and put that Scavenging Hyena in play. That's definitely a Tripper card. You don't see it often. He's going to get a lot of value off this Huntress, though.
A lot of value.
That's going to put a huge amount of pressure on Tripper. The Tripper's attempt at getting rid of that Cloaked Huntress here with the quick shot is going to be immediately faltered. And if he plays the Animal Companion, the same thing happens. He's just giving his opponent a 4-2 with stealth now. And he gets a Leok, which isn't the best one that he could get right now. He's in a bit of trouble. He's going to have to work his way out of this. I don't see
Houndmaster ripped off the top. That's definitely a good card for Human to have.
Ooh, and that is going to be very... Oh, and he gets the Leok as well. He's going to be able to punish him for 5. I think he wants to trade with the Leok here, but the Scavenging Hyena grows quickly, so he's just going to trade both in. Yeah, that was a little bit weird. I'm not sure we were expecting that. That does give Tripper a little bit of breathing room. Tripper just has such an odd hand right now that he's not able to He's not able to have an efficient turn 4 like you would really want. But this Houndmaster is gonna be big. This is a big Houndmaster here. And that looks pretty tough for Tripper to deal with here. Double Savannah Hyman in his hand, but is it enough? Does he have the time to get there? He's just going to Hero Power into Animal Companion. He gets the Misha, but it's just not enough.
Misha, he's
Oh, and he draws a kill command. He's just gonna go ahead and strangle Thorn Tiger and just put this to bed. I think that might be enough to do it. And we may be watching a clinic here from Human. That may
human.
be it.
Human, he's already got that $20 spent, man. He knows what he's doing with this money. So he's excited. Um,
I think the best play here is to unleash the hounds and really hope your opponent has a dead hand. But
this is such a live hand over here.
I mean,
There's no way.
you're talking about he's got lethal. If you just play Savannah Highmane, you're dead. So
Yeah,
it looks like that's gonna be it. That's gonna be all she wrote, and that's the game.
he knows it.
Tripper falls 0-3 to Human, who just with a blowout in all three matches of the final.
Wow.
Wow,
Wow.
just a
What a play. What an That's a clinic, man. That's what else can you say? He put on a
I
clinic.
mean, 3 matches and 3 wins, and that's the game.
Three up, three down,
Uh,
man. That's the way you like to see them. But in our case, we kind of hate to see that. But you know what? These guys did well. I'm very proud of these guys. These guys done awesome. And let's go over here and let's get my face on here because we love my face.
that was something else, man. Way to
So
go, Human there. Tripper, unfortunately, you weren't able to get the matchup you wanted. You couldn't get a win with that. He stuck with that hunter list, and it may have came back to bite him. Um, Human got a pretty good, pretty good
wow,
hand in a few of those matches, and it just
wow,
turned in his favor.
wow. Is all you can say to this is just wow. And human, you done what you set out you were going to do. You avenged Riven's death early, and you came back and you cleaned house. You played like a madman, but you played like a scientist as well. You done very well. Um, very methodical, very calculated. He knew what he was had to do, and he just went and done it. He played his cards, let his opponents play their hand, and show what they had, and then he reacted to that. And I think that's what really won him the tournament.
Yeah, and that last match, it just Tripper had such a bad opening hand. It was so slow, and Human took full advantage of that, just applying the pressure, moving in forward, and just relentless with the his trades were a little bit weirder to me. I didn't see the exact line he was going for there with the trades with the Leot play, but
Right.
he set up his play. He set up his play correctly, I guess, and he went from there and just kept moving with his damage and was just able to take it over. That was just
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
real good run there from Mr. Human. And to everyone who played in the event, you all did excellent, and it was very fun to watch. It was very fun to cast, and I enjoyed it greatly, and I hope everyone else did as well. And I hope we're able to do more of these and able to get a lot more people involved as well. So,
Absolutely, absolutely, and shout out to the guys in the Knoxville Hearthstone group. Once again, you guys are awesome. You, we're very active in that particular community, and you guys have reacted and brought some killer decks here. It's we can't thank you guys enough. Avantes for letting us post in there and things like that. I know that he could have got told us not to
absolutely.
not to be spamming his
Chill
group,
out,
but
man.
yeah, but
Uh,
he's been very welcoming of us, and we really appreciate that. That doesn't go unnoticed. So, um, once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the reason why we do this. We're gonna do more of these, and we look forward to talking to Human in the next Tasty Talk. We're gonna have him on. in the next Tasty Talk, hopefully to discuss some of these games, and like to get Tripper on here as well to discuss some of his. I think that would be really cool.
Right. Yeah. Get them on here and let them talk about what happened in the tournament. Should be fun. So you got a formal invitation, Human and Tripper, to come on Tasty Talk next time. So.
Formal and Tripper, stay awake this time. But yeah,
All right.
thanks guys once again. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. It's been fun, and stay tasty out there.
Thank you guys. Peace.